apex, the climax of environmental health professionals. We regulate and we control the francophone, the lusophone, and the lusophone countries, the Portuguese, the English countries, and French countries. With all humility, sir, I want to use this podium to say thank you for this opportunity. His Excellency, sir, there is a major problem that Oyo State is facing presently. One, thank God for this, for the program, which is on air pollution. Sir, the number one major problem that we have is by going to the drains of what's happening presently into environmental health practitioners. Our boss, they are getting, presently as I'm talking now, we have less than 322 environmental health personnel throughout the 33 local governments and some SDAs. Please, sir, with all humility, sir, the issue, the reason why environmental health work is not being effective because with lack of personnel. We lack of personnel, and our boss, they are getting retired, going to all the other local governments. Thank you so much. Please, sir, this is an avenue, and we have some company bands which are environmental. Please, that is the major issue. God bless you, sir. Thank you.
Wait. Sit down. Thank you very much. Two observations.
Ladies and gentlemen, well, the last speaker succeeded in taking me out of my shell. Actually, the last government make recruitment of some officers of environmental, well, which you might have had this government wanted to withdraw from. Why? If the government should stay for 8 years, and there was no recruitment first year, second year, up to 5th year, 6th, 7th, and when the government about to leave, in 2 months after losing the election. Well, we consider any appointment done at that period as an ill-motivated. So I want to assure our teaming youth, we have plan on ground to create employment.
Thank you, sir.
Some of them will be employed, even more than those that were asked to go. But it's going to be done with the fear of God, with the distribution according to all areas of Oyo State. Because if you are employing people after losing election, when it is done on you that you are going, 2 weeks you are going or 1 month you are going, you are not employing people to create problem for the incoming government. We are not going to do that. So I assure people we are going to give employment, a normal employment. As a matter of fact, I want to let you know that from this Thursday, we are going to start kickstarting the process that will lead to the dry port in Oyo State by tomorrow Thursday. When we have the dry port in Oyo State, you know the effect, the ripple effect, they're going to be employment. People just ships, container will only get to Lagos. People will be coming to Ibadan to clear their container. So please assure everybody we are going to create employment, not only for Wole Woles, equipment for medical doctor, for others. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. All right.
Thank you very much, sir.
Permit me to stand on the existing. My name is Obabe Chu, the National Revolution. And I'm also sorry to I was somewhere at evening when I received the call. As we all know, today is one of the days which my great people here have chosen to organize this Airborne Environment Day. And I want to commend the facilitator and the organizer of this program for organizing such a unique program. Last year it was another topic entirely, which plastic pollution. This year we are having another good and detailed topic, the air pollution. The National Environmental Standards and Regulation Enforcement Agency is a parastatal under Federal Ministry of Environment. And the agency is shadowed with the responsibility of enforcing all environmental laws, standards, regulations, including enforcing international agreements, protocols, conventions of which our great country, Nigeria, is a protocol, is a member, or is a signatory. The agency has a mission and a vision. Our mission is to ensure cleaner and healthier environment for all Nigerians. And also we have a mission of ensuring personal and collective responsibility in building an environmentally conscious society for the attainment of sustainable development. What we are doing today is part of our mission. Of nature, because collectively we are trying to solve a problem, and the problem is the air pollution, which I believe the world at large is aware of, and the world is doing something. They are working seriously to amend this. Pollution, according to what we know, is a process of making air, soil, water dangerous and dirty and polluted in a way that cannot be consumed by man. NESRA as a body that was established in 2007 have a role to play in this our environment. Years back we have paper. The paper has no mandate to enforce. They can only promulgate law, but they cannot enforce. And when it becomes obvious that there are gaps in the enforcement and the promulgation of law, NESRA was created in 2007 with an enabling act of Federal Republic of Nigeria during the time of late Iwo. Since then, the agency have been off and on. What I mean by that, we have been on air, sensitizing people, creating awareness about the environment, the danger in polluting our environment. If you look at the world at large, what we have today, everything virtually not free again. The water you drink is not free. A liter of water is more than a petrol. It's more than 1 liter of petrol at the market. They go to ShopRite, buy a 1 liter of water. It's more than 1 liter of petrol. You buy like 200, 250. Meanwhile, petrol is at 145. So what are we saying here? The air is the only thing we have that is free, and we must guide it jealously. So that what we are seeing today our future generation can also see it. There's a Chinese adage that says, let's protect today to conserve tomorrow, because tomorrow may not see what today have seen. And I believe in that adage, and that is what we are doing today. The future generation will also give us credit for this. Since inception, NESRA has been able to gazette 34 regulations dealing with different sectors of the environment. We have different regulations guiding the way we operate on the environment. We have a regulation on air pollution, we have air regulation, we have a regulation on vehicular emission, we have regulation on the ozone layer depletion, we have regulation on sanitation and waste control, to mention for the few. All these regulations are guides. They are guides to ensure environmental sustainability. Environmental sustainability. And we are partnering with other sisters agencies. Like I told you, we are half out of Federal Ministry of Environment, just a branch of Federal Ministry of Environment, but we are collaborating with other sisters agencies to ensure that all these things are solved. That's the environmental challenges. In 2009, NESRA promulgated a law, and also we established kind of a regulation on air pollution, and that is on ground now. We have it in our office, we also have it everywhere. But like you know, NESRA is still new. We have got 10 or 5 years, 10 or 8 years. So we are also doing, since we are sensitizing people, creating the awareness. Because 80% of us here, I don't know whether we know NESRA. We don't know. So we are still sensitizing people. We use carrot and stick method. Now we are using carrot, sensitizing people to be aware of the laws, the regulations, guiding the environment. The time we use stick is when we start the enforcement. As a Nigerian, if you don't start enforcement, they will not take you serious. We all know that. If you have 100 laws without enforcing it, nobody will take it serious. We are all Nigerians. So we are using carrot method. We sensitize, create the awareness. We are on air, we are on media, we are on so many places. You can go to NESRA to find out about NESRA. So we have the responsibility of ensuring cleaner and healthier environment. On behalf of my DG, Director General of NESRA, Professor Aliu Dero, I want to once again congratulate the organizer and the facilitator of this small but very important occasion. By next year, I know you are going to organize another bigger event, even more than this, where the state government will be present. I know that he is also present through the deputy governor. But I want a forum where he is an entity, is aware of the environment, he is aware of the needs our activities has caused on the environment. So I want a program where he will be here not represented, so that the environment of your state. Thank you very much. And again, I want to ensure you that NESRA is working. The journey of 1,000 miles will start from a step. We are working seriously to ensure that our environment is clean, our air we breathe is clean. We have been able to prepare many machines, air pollution monitoring machines in our headquarters, and it will be distributed to each zone. If possible, state offices where we can get data about our air pollution and the way to solve those problems. Thank you very much. God bless you.
We always remember that. But how sustaining are we about those costs? That's a question we all need to ask ourselves. All right, let's call on Mr. Olalekan Sipasi, Protect Ozone. Thank you very much.
Okay, before we move on, I'd like to invite our able CEO, a social entrepreneur by the name Mr. Adetunji Lam Adeshino. Sir, you're welcome. Please clap for him. He's the organizer of this program. Let's clap, 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 clap. Next, I would like to invite the HSE officer from Rome Oil Mills, Mr. Ahmed Yusuf. Okay.
All right. I don't know if we still have Dr. Said Ojolowo here. He's supposed to... Said. Okay, Ojolowo is here representing Professor Olanrewaju Olaniran. Okay, let's start with this brief actually.
Okay. Mr. Said Ojolowo is a lecturer at the Department of Urban and Regional Planning, University of Ibadan. And he is also the coordinator of the Indigenous Knowledge and Development Program at Center for Sustainable Development, University of Ibadan. His areas of interest are as follows: urban planning and GIS, Geographic Information System. So you're welcome.
All right, may I introduce Olamide to you. Olamide holds a Bachelor of Technology degree in Computer Engineering with over 8 years experience in network infrastructure with information technology multinationals. In 2016, she started Pearl Recycling, a social enterprise creatively remodeling waste into sustainable, eco-friendly products. In 2016 as well, she was selected as a Tony Elumelu Fellow and won the Wimby's Impact Competition for Recycling. In 2017, she was selected as a Tech Woman Emerging Leader by the United States government, which made her to intern at Silicon Valley. In 2018, she was named an Obama Leader by the Obama Foundation. Olamide's work has been featured in more than 30 countries. Please put your hands together for her.
Next, I would like to talk about Mr. Olalekan Sipasi. He's the winner of the 2018 Future Awards for Agriculture in Africa. Early this year in January, he was invited to the Netherlands to draft climate smart agriculture proposal for Africa. You're welcome, sir.
Okay, to add to that, he's currently implementing a tree planting project for Nigerian breweries to fight climate change and pure air. Thank you so much for coming. Please throw your hands together for him. Do we need to introduce Mr. Adetunji? Do we? You know him? Maybe he should introduce himself. No. All right. Meet Mr. Adetunji Lam Adeshino. Thank you very much. Please put your hands together for him. If you don't know, he's the facilitator, the convener of this symposium, and he's also the chair of 11-11-12 Foundation. Please join your hands together. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, now I think we need to take our seats. Maybe you go.
Thank you very much. Status of recycling in Nigeria is kind of ambiguous, and so my answer may be kind of relative. But let's look at the level of waste generation in Nigeria compared to the level of recycling in Nigeria. Recycling itself is a new niche and a new field for most people. Most state government organizations are just trying to understand that there is money-making aspect of waste. So recycling is pretty new. Very few organizations and states are embracing it already. But then, when you look at the number of waste we generate in Nigeria, according to United Nations and all that, Nigeria waste generation is more than 100 million metric tons annually. Only 10% of it are being recycled. That is even if it's up to 10%. So recycling in Nigeria is kind of few. It's still not something we're embracing. So it's a new niche.
Okay. Thank you. I know that when we talk about a new niche, a lot of young people want to key into it, but how encouraging is it? How you've been doing it for a while now, how financially comfortable is it?
Recycling itself as waste reuse, you know, somebody talked about 3 types of waste reuse the other time: reuse, reduce, and recycling, right? Recycling has 3 different so many other parts. I do upcycling, which is quite different from what I think some other organizations do. What I do is I pick up waste and I turn them to sustainable products like furniture, like wall decors, and that is kind of different from people who do recycling. Now, when you go into recycling fully, recycling is capital intensive. You don't have to deceive ourselves, except you want to start picking up waste and then selling it to the other company that the guy talked about in the first panel. That's another thing. But to store them, which is more like a warehouse, right? So recycling is capital intensive. Maybe that is why a lot of people are not really going into it. You need a lot of capital to be established. You need capital to, to do something meaningful. Eating wrong things or, So the role of recycling in pollution. When we say 10% or 7% of the waste, we get recycled, that automatically translates to the fact that 10% of a particular waste did not end on landfill or did not end on a place where they get burnt. Now, what happens to most of our waste in Nigeria? When we pack all those wastes, some people wake up in the middle of the night and then they throw it in the canal. Some throw their waste in drainage. And most of the things I tell people is that when you're coming from a place of privilege, you will not understand the journey of another coming from a place of survival. So if somebody who is hungry, who has not eaten, whose kids are out of school, is struggling to live, and then you are putting laws on them to pay money to throw waste away, they will wake up in the middle of the night and throw it in drainage. So we need to understand that part. Now, when you throw things away or you put them somewhere, there's no away. So it goes somewhere. Now, that somewhere it goes to could be your landfill, could be the drainage, then cause flood and all that. When this waste get burnt, they release toxic, air into the atmosphere. And that is where the pollution comes in, from the waste aspect. Now, if we have organizations like Pet Point Recycling and some other organizations taking away this waste and putting them somewhere to be reused, they've already reduced the amount of pollutions you have in the air.
All right, thank you very much. Before I allow Jenny, let me quickly ask this last question. It's still for you, Olamide. It's about upcycling. You mentioned that recycling is quite expensive, and you would actually advise people who want to actually diversify or want to get into the business of refining waste to go into upcycling. What is it about, and which of it would you recommend?
Upcycling is taking something that is not useful anymore and then turning them into something useful. Now, it could be anything. There are so many examples. Most developed countries, you notice that people pick plastic, PET plastics, and then they turn them to roofing sheets. They take PET plastics and they turn them to tiles for paving roads. So that's not recycling. When you look at it that way, that's more like upcycling, because what do? They pick up plastic and then some people work with woods. When you go to sawmills, you see a lot of woods, all the sawdust and all that. They turn them with plastic to tiles, to roofing sheets, to fence and all that. And these are the things we can do in Nigeria if we really want to do it. And the good part, and the good part of it is that most projects like these are the projects getting the international grants now. So when you have an idea like that and you can develop it, you can actually put your proposal out and get grants, not even small grant anyway, to further launch your idea. So I think what that a lot of us are not innovative enough to sit down and say, what problem can I solve? So I used to tell people that when we're growing up, the parents ask us that, what do you want to be when you grow up? The question should be, what problem do you want to solve when you grow up? When people get answers to that, they will get answers to the million.
Thank you very much. I want to believe you're thinking what I'm thinking. Over to you, Jenny.
Thank you very much, Ma. Now we're moving on to Mr. Olalekan Sipasi from Protect Ozone. So before we continue, can you please tell us what's the ozone for people that don't know?
Ozone, okay, let's say the climate, the cover over us.
Okay. Okay, the climate and the cover over us. Now, how does air pollution affect the ozone layer?
So, yeah, thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for bringing me here. I'm also from Lagos, just like that. Now, let me tackle that question from animal scientist point of view. We're talking about crisis in our nation, the Fulani Herdsman crisis. The truth is this: the media is not actually helping in this particular issue, because it is directly related to climate change. Now, let me give you a bit into that. Last year, I worked under the office of the Federal Minister of Agriculture and Rural Development in Abuja, and also a project under the office of the Vice President on the National Livestock Transformation Plan. This project took me to the core northern part of Nigeria, where we had the Boko Haram insurgency stores, like Zamfara, Adamawa, and what have you. So we have gazetted grazing research in those areas. So something is happening there. The citizens are cutting down, they are felling the trees for fuel in the north, exposing the topsoil to erosion. And in the gazetted grazing reserve, we have, cattle can still do without having grass, but they can't do without having water. But in the gazetted grazing reserve, because it's actually being fed by the runoff water. So Nigeria is one of the countries in the whole world whereby once it rains, in another one now you still find water running on the streets. In developed countries, you won't see water on the streets. Definitely they are going into the ground, under the underground channels or whatever. But here, the federal government is very innovative. We have the solution, that is the truth. Now, they place the water source of the grazing reserve on the valley, so that when it rains, the water will go there for the animals to use. And it's actually holding a lot of water to sustain the animals for 7 months. So now when people are cutting down trees, it exposes the topsoil. Once it rains now, it washes the topsoil into the dams. Do you understand? Yeah. Then the dam becomes silted, which actually forced the animals from the grazing reserves, into the farms. Of course, when animals go on a farm, definitely they will go around. So the challenge is this: when the animals were together, they are producing a lot of methane, a lot of household gases. A lot of gases. And originally, these gases ought to feed the grazing reserves. With power, electricity, generated energy, and what have you. So indirectly now, the animals are on the streets. So the poo from the animal, let me use the word poo, or as we call it dungs, are now contributing to the depletion of the ozone layer because of the chemical composition of the of that. So this is a major problem in our country, Nigeria.
Moving on.
Sorry, I hope my response don't confuse.
Did we understand? Yeah. We understood. Thank you very much for that. Moving on, I'd like to know how knowledgeable, considering your interactions with the farmers in the north and around the country, how knowledgeable are citizens on air pollution and its effects?
So, I think to be factual, we have little knowledge about air pollution. That is why I want to appreciate the organizers. Thank you so much for this. we need a lot of active citizens to go into the grassroots to let people know. Driving into Nasarawa, like for example, in a community such as Doma in Nasarawa State, you discover that we have trucks of charcoal coming out of that area. When you get to some places in the southwest Nigeria, you discover that we no longer have firewood. Yesterday we drove around Lagos through Ijebu-Ode. Normally, I was very happy to be born in the 1980s. On the roadside, we do see firewood. Now what we have is fire pencils. Because all the wood are gone. All we now have in Nigeria are pencils. So you now see that people are even selling those things as firewood. You know, so you have a lot of encroachment here and there. So I think, to be sincere, we need to carry the grassroots along. However, providing for their basic needs. So if you are taking firewood away from them, what are we giving to them? So if you are taking, it's not a rocket science. You are asking people not to, cook with firewood. So what is available? So that is where we need more people, like myself, like yourself, to come together, be innovative about how well we could actually manage our energy. Gone are those days when I used to love jollof rice prepared on firewood. And the only reason why you eat jollof rice in Africa and go to the United States of America, have the same jollof rice without the taste, is because of the firewood. Now, it's not because of the firewood, but it's because of our mindset. That is, if you have not cooked that rice, and the fire is entering, the flame is entering inside the thing, so when you now open the rice, hello, what is coming out as aroma? It's not even the rice, it's the smoke that has affected the rice in another way. So what I'm trying to say jokingly is that we need to change our mindset as touching this. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Very quickly, I think I would need to ask a follow-up question because you were able to highlight that as much as we would want to stop the use of firewood, the provision for the next option is not.
He presented it to the government. I think 3 months later, they imported the same technology from Brazil. So what I'm trying to say in essence is this: we have a role to play. I believe so much in cooperatives. Let's come together, let's synergize and make things work for ourselves. For example, we have smart cooking stoves. Gas is less expensive than kerosene. So we should see these options around. And there are so many organizations working around, clean energy. However, we can as well still continue to use charcoal, but reduce it through innovation. Let's change the kind of clay pot we use, to reduce the amount of charcoal we are burning by half. There's a way you can roast your body without even using charcoal at all. Just put it in foil paper in your oven, then you have it done. So I think we need to be more innovative in getting this done. Your animal drones, hello. Your animal drone can be converted into clean cooking gas. Clean cooking gas. Go to rural communities now, we have it. Slurry, you can use your slurry, you can produce energy from slurry. So these things are locally available, but we need to be committed. I must say sincerely, we are weak in making research, and we don't want to learn. Sometimes, around sometimes in the year, I do take learning vacations. I don't go anywhere around out of the country. I go to a rural community to see what they are doing, how I can improve on it, and that's better protect the zone. So I feel we should be more innovative I believe so much in local content initiative. Let us see what we have. How can we, improve on it to make it better? I believe this will work. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Over to you, Jay.
Thank you. Now it's time for us to talk to Dr. Sahid Ojolowo from the Center for Sustainable Development. Sir, before I go on, I like your profile. It says you are Indigenous Knowledge and Development Program Coordinator. I love that field. So, before we go on, I would like to clarify something she said earlier on. She said recycling is new in Nigeria. But according to research, it is said that before introduction of Western knowledge systems, that we Africans had our indigenous knowledge system that we are using to regulate our environment. For instance, if you go to the villages now, you see that the amount of waste they produce is not as much as we produce in the urban centers. Sir, is it true that recycling is new in Nigeria or in Africa?
Thank you for that question, and I'm also grateful to my director who asked me to come and represent it here. Because in my profile you saw urban planner there, but you'll be wondering how would urban planner be relevant in this discourse that we have engaged ourselves. Before we move into the issue of indigenous knowledge, it's not just by chance. It is just as a result of my little contribution in terms of publication. That is how I, on board of that program. And you see, this issue that we are talking about is a very serious one, and we have missed it from day one. Yes, Mr. Lekon said something. The whole thing is talk about the herdsmen clash, and it's just the issue of land use. We don't have planning at all. There is no planning. Yes. Look at it from this angle. When we were young, from age 5, I was born in Lagos and I was taken to Kwara State from age 5. That is where I attended my Yellow Simi primary and secondary school. These Fulani people who come to our community. When we know the time they always come, when they come, they go back. But now, they are sedentary. 2 weeks ago when I went home, I saw two men and husband and wives. Those are the tribes that come and go. They are now permanent in that area. Why? Because the upper there is dry and they are moving downwards, and there is nothing government is doing. Our land use, as people in Benue are increasing in size, as they are increasing in size, in number, they will need more farmland, and this is the farmlands that these people do move year in, year out. They didn't meet anybody. They've not been meeting anybody. All of a sudden, people started occupying that park for farming, and they also have to graze their animals. They are part of us, whether we like it or not. That's what I always tell people. We have to plan for everybody. And this planning starts from physical planning, land use, designate space for everybody. Go to Bolida there. When you enter through Favors, you drive down to D Junction, you go by your left as if you want to go and link that police post. When you move a bit, you see that canal, that small stream. Those people who are grinding pepper, that is the space. They find the space themselves. Nobody planned for them. And these wealthy people patronize them. They come and grind pepper. That is the simple analogy. We have to plan for everybody. This issue of waste management, air pollution that we are talking about, there is going to be air pollution. Yes. And I want to correct one impression. Bode area that you are talking about, these are indigenous people. These are indigenous settlements. You cannot cannot tell me that the system that we are going to use to collect waste at Bodija is what we are going to use at that place. There are different scenarios. We have to evolve their own system. We have to plan with them. We have to understand their nature. And if you don't do that, we continue to have this problem. You are now telling those people to travel 200 meters to deposit waste. Why? And let me tell you, in settlement location, where the world was still young, before people locate their settlement, what did they look for? The primary resources they look for is water. And that is why you see people living very close to Kudeti River, all those rivers. It wasn't like that. The local people respect nature. They will never defecate very close to stream. Have you ever seen that? We are agree on, we don't do that. You dare not even go to the path of the stream to defecate. There are designated spaces. That is where you know that the traditional people, they are knowledgeable. They designate space for waste dump. Yes. Even the waste dump we are talking about, during a certain period of the year, we go there to go and catch go. That's something that we eat. You prepare it and very nourished. I see they still sell it in Lagos. That is to tell you that indigenous people, they know what they are doing. So there's space for all activities. There is hardly any building in rural setting. There is hardly any building in rural setting without Igiodon, Abiron. Go to the new areas we are developing. We kill all the trees. And we are saying indigenous people are not wise. That was their year. It is our own time. No, we have killed our time completely if we did not change the way we think. Back to the issue of recycling. Of course, recycling have started long ago before now. What are we talking about? And the indigenous people, the local people, if you look at their farming system, you will see a kind of recycling there. They cut grasses. They will not burn those grasses. We use them for mulching. What are you talking about? They harvested their guinea corn. They will use those long streets. They use them for housing construction. Then what are you talking about recycling? Because that is the nature of waste they generate. They harvested their yam. It's not even the pea, the ropes, they use part of it to cook. Those who are selling money, all those type of local foods, they use those ropes. They also use them for prevention. It is also those ropes that they use in sharp. They use them to spread, to dry their cassava, unlike the cassava we put on the road now. You have not witnessed those scenarios. It's a pity. They have those ropes. When they harvested their yam, they pack everything together. They put them somewhere. That is how they live. A very pristine environment, and not the one we are now living in. So, what I'm saying in essence is that we need to go back to our values. Yes, we need to go back to our values. How do we see? And that is why the indigenous people introduced Igbo what? Igbo Eru, Igbo Agara, Igbo this, Igbo that. Yeah, because they want to preserve medicinal plants. They don't, all this firewood that we are talking about, they have species of firewood that they cut. They don't just cut any tree. All those economic trees, they keep them. Medicinal trees, they keep them and they use them for their own welfare. Now, when even ordinary Eweba, to get Eweba now, you know how you are going to do it. Oruwo, if I say you want to go and find Oruwo, you know the kilometer you are going to travel to get Oruwo, because we don't even appreciate backyard gardening that we're supposed to be doing, to be growing all those things. And in traditional societies, nothing wastes. Let me give you an instance of oil palm production. Tell me what is waste in oil palm production. Nothing, virtually nothing. That is the type of system we need to evolve in producing everything that we use. Until we do that, I don't know what will happen to the next generation. So, my dear, beside me.
Pollution and sustainable development. How does air pollution affect the earth?
Well, definitely, when the air is polluted and the environment is damaged, we have known. They said somebody was the one who developed or coined the law of gravity. That what goes up. So what about what our forefathers have said? Lala Toloke. So Lala Toloke has not been said before the law of gravity, but because it's not documented, but in spite of that, we still know that there is serious philosophy in our tradition. So whatever we give out to the environment, by the time it's come back to us, or the organizer, please, maybe next time you organize a visit to hospitals and let our people see those who have been affected as a result of one environmental problem or the other. Perhaps they will appreciate it. So, and once we have the labor force that are sick, labor force that cannot work, so how will our development is sustainable? No. So until we are healthy and we can work, and that is when we'll be able to move forward.
Thank you, sir. Moving on. What sustainable strategy can we employ to tackle air pollution in Nigeria? My question was, what sustainable strategies can we employ to tackle air pollution in Nigeria? The ones that are there so far have not seen any result. What do you think should be done?
Thank you. You see, we are living in a very complex society where things are happening and everybody is just keeping quiet. Now, you see, we have to increase our efforts at ensuring that we have more green in our environment. Yes. Now, I know many people, have been going around Ibadan. Apart from this park behind government house, that park behind government house, I don't think there is any urban forest in Ibadan. Then we have one around this Premier Hotel, Agodi Gardens. Yes, you have them around, and I know it is because of the terrain. That is why that area has not been completely healed. So what we need to do to ensure that we reduce air pollution is to ensure that we increase urban forest. Let's find space within the urban area and increase the urban forest, and stop these people converting all our space into petrol stations. Look at Ojo. Look at that new petrol station that is built in Ojo. And if you look at that area is supposed to be an urban forest, a green area where people can, go and relax. But then you have covered the entire space. All the water from that area, when there is runoff, people downstream will suffer it. It is because we are not there. That's why we don't know. Definitely they will suffer it. The same thing is happening in Ilorin. There is a filling station in front of that general hospital. When you go to Ilorin, where you are light. Yes, that place supposed to look around that area. General hospital, look around. There was a day I observed my afternoon prayer. That if you see the type of heat, I said this area, and look around. There is hardly any tree. So we have to, everybody from any city you are from, let's advocate for more grain. Let's see how we can start a peaceful revolution on the issue of trying to find a way to ensure that there is more grain. Go to suburban of Ibadan that are growing. People are cutting trees. They develop 100% of their plot. Plots that are supposed to be 40%, they develop 100%. If not for the fact that the Bodija and Co area and conversion, illegal conversion is also going on in Bodija a lot. In the Bodija is supposed not to be more than 50% that they will develop. Go there now. Everything is run off. Each time there is rainfall, you see run off everywhere. So these are the causes. So to control pollution, there is no NEPA. Our people will buy generator. Definitely, there is nothing we can do about that. So the issue of electricity, that has to be resolved too. It has to be resolved. Then we increase our urban forest, because that is where the majority of us are living. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your answers. Let's move on now. I hand over.
Thank you very much, sir. And Olamide, you said you want to add something to it.
So, on the last question you asked was how to reduce pollution sustainably. So, according to research, the trees, in the first panel, I noticed a lot of people were talking about planting trees and all that. The truth of the matter is, what the tree does for you is just to reduce weed problem. Research shows that trees only take 1% of air pollution away. So 1% out of 100, you have 99% of problem left. And I think when you look inward, you ask yourself the question, where is this pollution coming from most? Nigeria, with a population of 180 million people, almost 200 now, with so many vehicles on the road, right? And there's a big man problem in Nigeria. Everybody wants to make the first money and buy the first car. So it doesn't matter if we are 6 in the family, if 6 of us have cars and we are going the same route, we take our cars. Because it's a sign of luxury, signs of variety. So the first problem is we need to cut down on the numbers of vehicles on the road. And I think the truth of the matter is government needs to come into this too. When you go to most of, some of us have been to developed nations, I know for sure in San Francisco, US, there's a carpooling where if you are going my route, I may have to drop my car and each ride with you. And they made the road so nice that if you are 3 in a car, more like what we did for BRT in Lagos. If you are 3 in a car, there's a designated route for you to take so that you get to walk faster. Unlike other people who are going to be in traffic. So you see a lot of people prefer to drop their cars and go through train, go through carpooling. These are, normal solutions that can solve this. And the truth of the matter is, in the olden days, the kind of waste we generate are not the kind of waste we generate now. In 1990, there was nothing like pure water. When you go to most drainages, you see pure water sachets and everything. In 1993, there was nothing like table water. So the kind of waste we are talking about that causes air pollution are the kind of waste that come from plastics. The truth of the matter is plastic is the highest generation of waste in Nigeria currently. And when you burn them, they release carcinogenic properties into the air. So the problem we have is not the problem from palm oil. It's not the problem from cassava. We are talking about plastic problem. And you can't bury plastics. So the only technology doesn't work. You have to look for ways to recycle plastics. And the truth of the matter is, scientists will tell you can't break plastics down. That is why it's non-biodegradable. So you need people to go back and think and invent and come up with solutions that we can use to turn this waste around.
Thank you very much. The last panelist said before I give you the mic, you mentioned that we don't plan in our country, we are reactive we're a reactive economy, especially when it comes to our government. And we talked about the fact that this waste, they're already available. The government does not plan, they've not been planning. Right now, they're not planning because I don't think a lot of them have serious policies as it concerns waste, especially plastics. So, how do we beat this challenge? Yes, I understand you've suggested some. And even the recycling you mentioned, you also said, it's just 10% recycling that we need to right now. So, how do we beat this challenge? So it doesn't just become rhetoric, because if we all say what we think should be done and we put it back on the government that do not see it, then where does it leave us?
So in most of my speeches, I actually don't put government into things, because the truth of the matter is we have a government. If you dig your own borehole, you have your own generator, and then you try to make the road to your house by your own government. This is what government do in other countries, right? So the question is, how many of us are actually more concerned about the environment? How many people take pure water here and then throw it on the road, or you put it in your pocket and get home to dispose it? One of the things I noticed that we do in my own organization is that we don't use plastics. We don't do single-use plastics, which is what people are talking about now. Now, single-use plastic in the sense that you buy a bottle of water today, you throw it away, you buy it tomorrow, you throw it away. Why can't you buy a mug, a water bottle, put it in your bag, in your car, just use it to drink water instead of buying and throwing away. The first solution to this thing is reduction. We need to reduce how we use single-use plastics. And I think the House of Representatives are coming up with measures to say that supermarket, malls, and SME sellers shouldn't give people single-use plastic. So people should learn to go to the mall with their own bags, recyclable bags. People should learn to go out with their own water bottles and all that. These are just the first steps to reduce the numbers of waste we have around. Beyond the fact that people in the urban areas are doing gas cooking, most of them don't do firewood. There are other alternatives that Pastor did not talk about, and that is the fact that there is this renewable energy that gives you gas. When you have leftover food, you put it and then it turns to gas. There are a lot of alternatives for us to use that we are not using because we are not a country that does research, and I think that's just the problem.
All right, thank you very much. Please let's have one house. I understand that you're learning and you think it's right to share, but you can always wait after this session. Also, don't forget that you can write out your question. And I've been told to inform you that we have lunch available as well, so don't worry, you are totally covered and taken care of. Okay, now let's move on to the man who brought us all together. The man who just felt that it's not enough for us to continue the blame game. It is time for us to take responsibility, which is why we're, looking for a way forward, or we're charging a way forward to the issue of air pollution and generally waste management in Nigeria. Mr. Adetunji Lamadeshino. Waste management is actually said to be a double-edged sword. Can you please, sir, inform or say educate us on the benefits of proper waste management? Thank you.
Thank you very much. Waste management, most people see waste management as just one thing, but for me, it cuts across a lot of things. And then when we talk about the benefits, I'm sure so many people will just talk about if we're clean, we have no. We're talking about having a healthy environment. We're talking of generating income for ourselves, not even the government. We're talking about generating jobs. So it cuts across a lot of things. And we're talking of having good health. Now, just as the doctor said earlier, seeing is believing. You go to hospitals, you see so many people there,
having health issues because of mismanaged waste, air pollution, this pollution, that pollution, and a lot of people get it. So for me, it cuts across a lot of things. Like I said, we talk about the environment, we talk about the health, we talk about the income for the government, for ourselves, job creation. Apparently, because I'm a passionate social entrepreneur, that's why I went into this. Now, it cuts across two things. I want to see, before, they used to say, oh, Ibadan is one of the dirtiest cities in the world. I mean, I took it upon myself. I mean, it's straightforward. If other people can get it right, we can get it even better. We can do even better than that. So why can't we just do it? And apart from that, it's going to take thousands of people off the street. People are going to get jobs. The other day, during one of our hangouts, because the foundation does hangouts quarterly, we were talking about creating business from the environmental sector. And some of the guys were talking about, oh, I can't give you my business plan because that's secret to me. I can't give it to you. And I told them, I said, I'll give you my business plan. Okay. So I told them, I said, I can give you my business plan. One, I mean, waste management is big enough. We can have millions of people there, and it's still yet uncovered. And then secondly, the good thing about waste management is, if you don't know it, you don't know it. So if I give you my business plan, unfortunately, there's no way you can duplicate, because it's right here. So, those are the four major ways. I mean, the four major things that you can get from waste management.
Alright, you talked about having a passion for waste. How can somebody develop passion for waste? You know, yes, I've heard about people say, below, and you find money in doing dirty business and all of that. But I can authoritatively say that a lot of young people there would actually want to be like Adenuga without going your way. So how can you convince them to get into the business of waste management?
Thank you very much. Now, as the world is evolving, things are changing. During the time of the older people, we were talking about Chief Adenuga. Yes, they are. The UK now, they give you different colors of bags. So, bottles, maybe glasses, papers, food waste, and maybe any other waste. So, when they pick them, they know this waste is going to so-so place. This waste is going to so-so place. Unlike this place, that every waste goes to the so-called landfill. And then when it gets there, well, so we have some people who pick them up. They pick the scavengers. They pick some things up there. But the issue is, why do we have to first get everything to the dump site? Why can't we just separate from the source and get them to the people who will use it as the raw materials? So the long story short, we need to cut the amount of waste going to the dump site.
Thank you so much for sharing that experience. I would like to share a bit of experience. I visited a family in Stuttgart, in Germany. So the family told me about a shop nearby that anytime they want to dispose their waste, they have these colored boxes, as you mentioned. Then one of the workers, they will just mix everything up. So the waste agency will come around, send a notice that this thing is being messed up, first time, send a second notice, and the third time, you appear before the court of law and pay 2,500 euros. You get? Now, the second day, he went out, and I saw 3 colored boxes. Then I had some waste with me. I called my friend, please come and help me to partition and to sort this waste. Because when you get there, it is So I think it is more of reorientation. Now, even though we are asking people to sort their waste, see, today, go home and sort your waste. Let me tell you, in 4 days' time, you know, the plastic is not making sense to you. The bottles are not making sense to you. You just say, Emma, put everything together and just find a place to put it. So I think we have to be very intentional, and also, as I said, even though I don't want to hold the government or talk about the government, but we need strong policies to actually make this happen. I mean, if I have someone come to my street, collecting just plastic bottles, I'll be happy. And I have someone collecting the metals, I will be happy. So I think the government, I think they are hearing us now, they should be able to put strong policies that will help us and let this waste from our society. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Please put your hands together for our panelists. You've done a wonderful job. I will be taking questions, but our keynote speaker has... Okay, you want... Yes, please, you have an addition to what we're talking about. No problem, sir. Let me come right there.
Thank you very much. I want to... It's a headache. We are looking for a way of solving it. It's not about the alone. Come up, gather up. We are looking for work. We are looking... Abandon that. Use your sense. Gather up and form a program. Come up with it, and then the government will also support you. And again, how to reduce air pollution. From what my organization, Mr. Aziz, right, you have said, if you look at us, generally in Nigeria, we are creating concrete forests instead of the normal forest. You build your house, you tile everywhere, you put tiles, you concrete everything. There is no space for ornamentals, no place for flowers, no place for mangoes we used to see there, no place for cashew and all those things. You are creating concrete forest instead of the normal forest. All these things, they have their impact on the environment, just like you have said. So we are not actually helping the environment. We are destroying it. And then on the regulations, Nigeria have enough regulations. We have regulations, but the problem is enforcement. How to enforce it? Like I said, we have people that they have ideas. They come up with regulations. We have regulations abroad, we bring it here, we domesticate it. But how to implement it is a problem. We don't enforce. My brother in environmental health, he said they lack personnel. They don't have enough personnel. Government, are they really employing? If you are employing people, where are you channeling them to? You understand? So we have various programs, but the enforcement is the problem. And then we have to reduce our vehicular emission. If you check us here, there are people that have 10 cars in their houses. Some have 4, some have 2. And all things will move out at once. Your wife will carry one, your children will carry one. All these things are not helping the environment. We are creating enough. And some of us, we have our cars that are even, I will call it end of life. They are almost gone. They will be emitting thick smoke. They cannot complete the combustion. You buy fuel, they cannot complete it. They are pouring directly length and into the environment. Instead of you to change, you change it. You cannot. All these things are added to the air pollution. And again, let us stop using two-stroke engines. The government has banned the importation of two-stroke engines. They cannot do complete combustion. They cannot. And we are still buying a better bus by the Some of them are two-stroke engines. They cannot complete it. If you just pass by the kind of choky odor you perceive them. You understand? So we are not helping ourselves. And like I said, we ourselves, we are the government. You, me, everybody here. We are the government. Government will not come and say, no. We have to start with them. Our orientation towards the environment has to change. And that is what we call the plan. By the time we change, definitely the environment will be better for you, will be better for me. So let's have our mindset change. Thank you very much.
Industry, and that the youth should actually key into it, that there are supports around. I will share the story of a friend who has been recycling waste for almost 3 years now. She's given up because she couldn't get any support. She's made pencil cases, decorations, bottle paintings, and all of that. She sent it everywhere. She called friends, government agencies, and it got to a point she got tired. And I know that you have enjoyed such grants and opportunities. I think I'm right. So how did you do it, and how can you help the young people here to achieve that? Before you answer the question, please, Dr. Ojolowo Rashid, your attention is needed outside. Your mechanic is waiting for you, and your phone is switched off. So please, thank you, sir.
Okay, so the question is kind of common. The question is the storyline of an average entrepreneur in Nigeria. You have something, you have an idea, and then at a point in your life you're stuck. At a point in your life you don't know who is. So I think one of the things I realized basically is that we have a problem in the black race, and that's the problem of modesty. A lot of us don't know how to tell our stories. And it's not like we're not doing something good, but we're not talking about what we are doing. So somebody in a country like US who is not even doing half of what you're doing is all out, and the media are talking about them, and you're somewhere, covering up your innovation. So one of the things I tell you basically is that we need to learn how to tell our story. The truth of the matter is telling your story is an art. It's not something you wake up to know. Sometimes you need to go to school to learn about it. And there are free courses on that. For most of us that know about FutureLearn, EDX, and Coursera. Sorry, how many of us know about this site? These are places where we can go to and learn about how to write my story, how to tell my stories, right? Because Sipasi is there. I know he has gotten a lot of grants, and I know he has also been in a lot of fellowship. One of the things that helped that I will tell you to tell her is that she should look out for fellowships. When I say fellowship, I don't mean religious organizations. I'm talking about academic fellowships for people like us or people like her who are into social enterprise, who are solving a problem. As long as you're solving a problem, you're a social entrepreneur. And I will tell you one of the real life story. When I started my own company, I didn't name it Pearl Recycling. I named it Mide Pearl Interior. Now, Mide is my name. Pearl is what people call me. Interior is what I thought I was doing. Until I got into Tony Fellowship and I got a mentor who told me and sat me down that I am solving a problem. The truth of the matter is I did not know I was solving a problem. Now, 8 years, multinational, writing proposal, I did not know I was solving a problem. So it is right if you don't even know what you're doing currently. It's not like you're lost. The truth of the matter is, when you want to get some grant or some organizations to partner with you, they read your stories. And what stories are you telling people? That is just it. Then number two is, I was telling him the other time when we were sitting there, if you're looking inward to get opportunities from the Nigerian government, you're going to stay too long. Stay too long. All the opportunities I've gotten have been from international organizations, basically the US government. I think I was lamenting to him that recently I was complaining I'm not a US citizen, and I think the US have backed me up too much, and I don't think the Nigerian government has done anything like that for me. So, and how do they get to know about me? It's about reading about what I do. And I'll give you an example. Most of us have smartphones. We have Twitter, we have Facebook, we have Instagram. What stories are we putting out there? So one of the stories I put out is to tell the world what I do about my company. And when we started in 2016, so a lot of people don't believe we started in 2016. When we started in 2016, the first interview we got was from Reuters, US. They flew down to Nigeria to interview us. And that kind of gave us the edge. So, and how do they get to know about us on Instagram. So they came on Instagram, they saw a lady in Nigeria money waste into furniture, and they came down. So I tell people that sometimes the story you put out there will make you or marry you. So it's about telling the world what you do using your social media handles. You don't have to write proposal, maybe proposal. Sometimes they come to look for you. The person was telling me he's a man that Washington fellow for this year, and he'll be going to the US in a couple of weeks. And he said, the US government practically told him to go and apply. Because they see what he's doing. And you know, the truth of the matter is, Sebastian and myself, we may not be doing something better than everybody here. That's just the truth. The truth of the matter is, the grant cycle in the US kind of a cause. I keep saying that. The same sort of people keep getting it. It's not because they are better, but because they know how to tell their stories. So you need to learn how to tell your story. You need to go and read about it. You need to take time, you know, just research, read, and learn.
Thank you very much. All right, thank you.
So, very quickly, how many of you are interested in getting grants? Okay, do you have your pen? Do you have the paper with you? www.ideaforus.org. Listen, most of us want to start big. Idea for Us will only give you 1,000 USD. And the kind of proposal you write for Idea for Us. I mean, it's a very simple proposal of what you are doing. You don't need to register your organization before you get such a grant. So that's an opportunity. Number 2, thepollinationproject.org. Pollinationproject.org. They gave us the very first grant. Guess how much? $500. I was so happy. And we did the project, well, they gave us another $500. After that, the US government gave us $5,000. After that, they gave us, don't worry. So, I mean, what I'm trying to say is that when you start small, definitely it will grow. Definitely. Assuming we hit the 1,000 or 500, we will never get to where we have to be. Never. And again, Olamide mentioned something, but you know, she's a soft woman and she's not having that energy. Please, social media, be very careful what you are putting there. When you see me, the way I'm standing, you know I'm a farmer. Yeah. When you open my Facebook page, you know this guy is a farmer. But because you are trying to copy, you want to be like someone, you want to show them, pepper them, and you snap some bad posture pictures. No serious investor will, invest in your business. And you snap some selfies that they don't even know whether you have Kwashiorkor or what have you. I mean, they want to ask you, is your project for Kwashiorkor people? So I think, listen, if you want to be successful in life, you need to be very intentional, number 1. And number 2, you need to be very deliberate about your success. I failed out of university, and I felt I was not a failure. I decided to go to another school, University of Ibadan, to cap my studies with master's degree, which I had. Why? Because, well, you said you are the first of and the best, but I don't know. But I just want to show the world that I was not a failure. Do you understand that? So you need to be very, very intentional. Another website you can look up to, you can actually search, where you have a lot of opportunities every day. Open it. You must say an opportunity for you. Opportunitydesk.org. Open it now. Guess what? When you open it, you feel that, you don't meet up the requirement and what have you. Guys, still apply. You know what? You are building your writing capacity. The very first one will be very difficult. Very difficult. Tell us about yourself. What do I know? I'm the third one of my family. Whose business? Do you understand? Learn to write about yourself. You are doing more than enough. The world needs to know what you are doing. So, thank you.
Thank you very much. Yes, I'm sure you would agree with me that justice has been done to that question. Yes or yes? There's no no in my dictionary, don't mind me. Sanitary and Adedamola, you were going to say something. You beckoned.
My question is not really a question per se, it's just contributions. According to what Madam Olamide said earlier, you said something on deforestation, which is cutting of the tree. Deforestation. I'm totally disagreeing with that.
Totally.
Okay, sorry. I'm totally disagreeing with that. Because you said, according to scientific proof, I'm totally disagreeing with that. The only way you can use to prevent air pollution, or to reduce, or to mitigate, rather, the only way is to plant trees, which is afforestation. Because what you would derive from that tree is not only, the tree is not only preventing the winds. What? The fresh air that you are, if you sit down under the tree, you know that the environment is white. Am I just saying? That is natural air. It's unlimited. Then there are some, when you say scientific fact, there are some scientific facts that are not true. So I'm totally disagreeing with that. Then second thing is, sorry please. Okay. Second thing I want to talk upon is, you said something about implementation. There is a policy. Every organization have their own policy. The only thing is, we are not adhering to that policy. Like our own organization now, we have a policy that we do follow. If you violate the push, there is a penalty. This happens to all the other organizations too. Every organizations do have their own policy, but are they adhere to that policy? With lack of that policy, we are not implementing the policy. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. And now going to the questions. Thank you very much, Ms. Kennedy. All right, the first question I got here says, it is a fact that technology makes life easier and comfortable for humans. But it is ironical that this technology is a major factor of air pollution. We can't imagine this world without technology for a day. So of course, technology can't be stopped. So what exactly should be done?
So, just to react to the last comment.
We probably do not have that much time for the reaction.
Well, I just need to address this. So, Olamide said, and I quote, scientifically, trees, can mitigate air pollution by just 1%. You said? Is that? Hello. So, now, I don't want to address something. That was what she said. Now, tree planting, there are several benefits to tree planting. That was just an aspect, air pollution. Now, that does not stop the fact that when you plant a tree, the basic function of a tree is to produce oxygen for humans. It has nothing to do with air pollution. The only way we could get oxygen is from the tree. Then, the only way that CO2, which we are breathing out, the CO2 is from the tree. So that is standing. And another thing is, if you have a surgery patient being placed along a green where you have trees, scientifically, the person will recuperate better. If you have students being placed in being housed in a tree-like environment, they tend to assimilate faster. But because of the challenges the world is facing, we are concentrating on these two major parts of benefit of trees. So that is, I just want to clear that. It's not directly air pollution or whatever. Thank you.
Thank you for that clarity. The question I asked about technology and why. Do you want to answer that question?
Yes, I want to ask something. He said, you said that trees account for 1% of in helping with air pollution. I want to verify that. And it's very true. Why? Carbon dioxide is not the only gas
person actually referred to you as Mr. Ozone. How can we make our local recycled products more affordable? To be frank, majority are expensive for an average Nigerian, and they will prefer to buy some imported goods because of the price.
Fine. So let me just give this scenario. I was presented, is it Kente now, in Ghana? Yeah, these very nice fabrics. So during one of my presentations at the G20 in Germany, I used it. Sincerely speaking, till date, any story I put out with that picture commands more attention. Why? Because it's actually local. Now just go to the back. See what my wonderful friend is doing, Tony Joy. Bamboo to make earrings. I mean, you can't just imagine that. But let me tell you, you know that when foreigners visit us in Nigeria, they prefer to use everything we use in Nigeria. Now, during that particular summit, 3 ladies, they told me, Pastor, want to come and see what you do in your country. And the same country I applied to, they denied the visa. I prayed and fasted for me to get the visa to spend 7 days. They came over to spend 3 weeks with us. They told me we don't need a hotel. We want to stay in your house. I want to be, let us be sleeping to, sleeping in the same house. So, go and verify. It is a research question, 1%. So, guys, when they came around, I discovered that they want to taste every bit of our culture. They want to taste every bit of our culture, to our clothing, the way we do our things, everything. They slept at NYC orientation camp in Lagos for 4 days, eating the same food from the kitchen, not going to Mami. Are we together? They value what we do. So, one thing I would like to tell you is, you need to brand, whatever you are doing, go to international exhibitions. You see machineries from Germany, you'll be wild. From America, you'll be wild. But let a Nigerian present in that particular summit. You get there and you feel a bit disappointed with the presentation. So I feel that we are doing the right thing, but we need to learn how to package and sell our market. So when you package whatever you are doing very well, sincerely speaking, it will command attention and we have higher value for that particular production. That is my sincere advice.
Thank you very much. Okay.
It's just to add to what my brother just said. I don't think it's a matter of what we do here is more costly than what we buy from abroad. It's just because of our reputation. Again, I go back to what he said now. If you see what Tony Joy does, she does black soap from cocoa butter. And it's local. There's no chemical, no. Is that what's going to be more good to my skin? I'm going to buy a soap that a black soap that someone has put chemical and co and imported back to my country. Again, she does drinking cups from bamboo. If I drink water with that, I mean it's even medicinal. But yet I say I want to go and buy one plastic cup or one glass cup or something, which has been produced using different chemical combinations. So for me, it's not a matter of being expensive. It's just our ideology.
Okay, thank you very much. The next question says, lately my use of mosquito coils and sprays increased due to increase in the level of the vampires' invasions. This is attributed to water pollution as mosquitoes' larvae are bred in dirty, stagnant water. Battling the mosquitoes leads to air pollution, aerosols and fumes. Do you think combating air pollution in isolation would seem sufficient as there is an existing interrelationship between these ecological devils? And that's from Ogbeni O.
So I think the question is answered already. You cannot do it single-handedly. We have to, it has to be collaborative. That's why we're here. So I think it's answered.
So what solution would you propose to that person if you would not encourage him to use coils and sprays? cleaner environment, I want to suggest.
I think that's what I was going to say. They say charity begins at home.
At home.
So what goes around comes around. So if you have done the right thing when you are managing your waste, it won't come back to bite you. So if you do the right thing from the outset, on the long run, we are not going to start having to pollute the air because we are trying to chase mosquitoes away.
We all actually do breed our mosquitoes. Find out. Just check around. You realize that you are breeding your own mosquitoes by yourself. So, Mr. Abato, you're actually, creating those vampires that are invading. So be cleaner.
Sorry, I would like to answer that person. There's a leaf in Nigeria called Dogoyaro. Am I right? Yes. I've read that. That has been used in India as pesticide. You can boil it or the oil. There's a way they process it. You get it out at home, you spray it in your house, and mosquitoes will run away. It's biological, no chemicals, no nothing. So we should look into those indigenous and traditional things. They work.
Thank you.
So you see, when I said my dear the other time, somebody said,
okay. The question says, I would like you to advise and guide we youth, and this is your question, Mr. Lamadeshino. I would like you to advise and guide we youth on how to come into the waste management business, what to do, and how to go about it to eradicate unemployment and develop the environment.
Okay, that's a very big one. If I start to break it down, I'm sure we'll still be here till 10 o'clock. Okay, just in bullet points. There are several departments in waste management. Now, from the collection and transportation to enforcement and enlightenment to revenue collection.
Please, we need to be together on this. Hello, madam. Hello. All right, thank you.
All right, so to revenue generation, to recycling and upcycling, to the dump site and landfill management. Now, there's a plan, for example, that I have in place that can generate 10,000 jobs within 2 years. Get it if you know what you're doing. Now, from that, we can generate over 500 businesses from it. Now, I just give you a very good example. I was telling someone when we were talking about this banning of plastic bag and everything, I said, well, this is another avenue for some people to make money, to create business. The person said how? I said, okay, go and do your research on how to produce paper bags. I'm going to fund it, and I'm going to give you a link to the people that will be buying it off you. So she said that. I said, okay, for example, if you go to every supermarket in your state, even if you buy as little as just one bottle of water, they'll give you a nylon bag. If you buy just one apple, they'll give you a nylon bag. Now, if you're buying just one piece of apple, what do you need a nylon bag for? If you're buying just one bottle of water, what do you need it for? Just a paper bag. They give you a paper bag, and that's it. And on the long run, these paper bags can be recycled. You can even create an avenue where you have something in front of all the supermarkets. When your paper bags are back, bring them back. I'll take them, and I'll go and remake them again. And I told her, I said, that's just one part of it. Another part of it is, if I'm buying bigger groceries, I can't use paper bag. So, she was looking at me, I said, so what's the solution? She said she doesn't know. We can use thicker paper bags or something else. She said what? I said, okay. For example, we make Adire here. We make Ankara here. Why can't we do, if you go to places like Tesco and Co in the UK, they have these usable bags that you use and use and you use. I have one. In fact, I have about 4 from ShopRite. Green. That has a fish on it like this. I use it, I have it in my trunk every time. So I go for grocery shopping, I buy, and in fact, you can put as many things as possible. So instead of someone to join and follow me, and at the end of it all say, oh, okay, sir, goodbye, sir. All I need is just 2 of it. 1 day, 1 day. And I'm good. Everything I'm buying, and this thing will not break. And I've been using these 4 bags for the past 7 months. And I do my shopping every month. That's another avenue. You get it? So, for me, there are several avenues. All you need to do is just sit down, know what you really want to do. And then when you know what to do a very good business plan, put a strategy in place. And I was going to mention something there. Not everybody will be lucky to have grants from outside the country. But the truth of the matter is, don't give up in getting grants even locally. The truth of the matter is, I have people locally who will say, listen Tuji, what can we invest in? I have people who have approached me saying, want to buy equity in your company? I said no. I have people who are saying, okay, we want to come back home, but we want to invest in something back home. But you need to convince them that, okay, this is what I'm doing, and it's lucrative. Just there in Bodo, there's one company there that turns cartons and go into brown paper. The roll of brown paper is as big as this. Now, there's money for everybody out there. We don't have to wait for. Don't let us continue to say, what will the government do for us? What are we even going to do for the government? So for me now, I can stand tall and tell the government, listen, don't talk to me anyhow. Because I pay so money to this government every month. I'm one of the guys funding the government. If I'm paying you tax of over $1 million every month, then at least I'm doing my own part in running the system. So there are opportunities. I'm sure my brother here, my sister here, everybody on the podium, we are open. You can approach us. For me, if you know what you're doing, I'm willing and ready. And even the foundation has something that we're still working on. We're going to launch the foundation officially in November. And we're going to start giving out grants every year. But again, just like my sister said, if you do what is right, you get the grant. But if you sit down and say, oh, they say you should write about yourself, and you start saying, my name is so, I'm from Okiodo, this, and that is a teacher, my mom is a lawyer, it's never going to work. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so very much. We've actually come to the end of the second session, and I think the take home for me is actually that it is in our hands. It is in your hands. It is in my hands. What do we want to do to have a better environment? What do we also want to do to improve our lives? What opportunities are available for us? How do we key into it? How serious are we about changing the situation of our environment, the situation of our lives, our financial situations? How ready are we as well? It is in your hands, and the decision is there for you to take. Thank you very much. Please put your hands together for our panelists. Thank you so much.
Please move everybody to sit. We want people on the audience to listen. So I'd like to welcome the GM, Mrs. Kalajai. We have
Yes, and so on behalf of 1112 Foundation, we hereby present this to you, Olamide Ayemi Babajide, for your support towards the success of our one-day symposium in commemoration of the World Environment Day. Thank you very much. Okay, Mr. Lalekon Sipasle, please return. Thank you so much for your support towards the success of this symposium on behalf of 1112 Foundation. Thank you. A handshake would be better. thank you so much. And yes, we'd like to call on the representative of Professor Olaniwaju Olaniyan to please step forward. Thank you so much, sir, for your time. And yes, thank you for doing a wonderful job. Please extend our regards to Professor Olaniwaju Olaniyan for his support towards the symposium. Okay, next reel. Do we have the representative? Mr. Tony Obagiri, are you still around? Okay, he's not here. He's not here, he's left. He's not here. All right, thank you very much. We've gone to the very end of the program, but now I'm going to call on the GGM AUC ETTF, that's 11-11-12 Foundation, to please come forward for the closing remark.
It's a cash reward for your effort here. Ogundura, is that around? Ah, Lord. Maybe this guy is going to FM mode. Ogundura.
Oh yes, this is the annual World Environmental Day, and today is the day symposium of the World Environmental Day that is tagged air pollution. Listen to me, this event was really packed with a lot of educational series and all that. See, I'm just going to do this right now. I'm going to interview her, and she's going to tell me what she learned about, what she learned from the whole program, the whole process of the teaching, the lecturing, and all that. So, what is your name?
Oyemi Precious.
Oyemi Precious. So, what's the name of your school? Oyemi Precious. What's the name of your school?
Tied Up College.
Tied Up College. So, what did you learn today? What did you gain from the team air pollution?
I gained a lot. I actually knew that there are different major sources of air pollution, where we have the global warming, where we have the acidic rain. I also later knew that air pollution is not all about different areas, but it goes widely around. Wow, different different organisms or things that are spoiling the air, or things that are actually disrupting the. Okay, one of the panelists told us that methane is also part. Actually, like recycling things can also help with the head of air pollution, and there are also things we can get from things of air pollutants.
So thank you so much, Oluyemi Precious. So today she learned a lot about how to undo the environment, how to caution pollution in the environment. Say no to pollution.
Thank you.
Oh yes, we have a court member here today, so she is going to tell us what he has learned from the whole symposium and all. What's the name?
My name is Dapo Olide.
Dapo. So Dapo, what have you learned from the whole symposium today?
I've learned a great lot because coming here, we thought of just one or two things or the causes or effects of air pollution. But from the panel sessions, from these lessons from the keynote speakers, we will be able to gather from different perspectives what are the effects, what are the reasons. So one of the most important things is to actually try as much as possible to reduce the rate at which you use certain things that can actually cause air pollution. You can also try as much as possible to reuse the ones if you have to use, and at the same time, if you don't need to use again, try as much as possible to recycle.
So you've learned a lot about recycling. So as from today, you try as much as possible to recycle your waste and make sure you keep your environment free from waste and avoid pollution. Thank you so much, Mr. Dapo, and please enjoy yourself. All right. Hello, I have here with me Mr. Sepasi Olalekon. He was one of the panelists for today's symposium, and he talked about how we can recycle waste and manage the risk of pollution. I have with him here, and he is the CEO of Protector Zone. So he's going to talk about what he has learned today. Actually, he is one of the panelists, but at least he learned something. So he's going to be talking about what he learned today and what we should do and not do. So, Mr. Sepasi, over to you now.
Yeah, thank you. I've come to know that the success of our society is a collective responsibility. Though we have waste everywhere in Nigeria, and the only way this waste could be properly managed is by involving the youth. And what I've learned today happens to be the fact that I've seen the youth are now very proactive towards this challenge, and it's something I'm very happy about. And I would like to just advise the government. I believe we are the government, however, the legislator and the policymaker, to give an enabling environment for the youth to really thrive, and also to highly incentivize people that are into the environmental factor. And most importantly, the government is actually advocating for recycling, where people are selling waste materials and what have you. I want to say that these waste materials should be highly incentivized. That is, the cost of sales of these waste materials should be increased so that people will know that they are making a lot of profit from the waste material. So this is my candid advice to the general populace. Thank you.
Oh yes, you read it all. Try as much as possible to learn how to avoid air pollution with everything you've got. Avoid pollution at all. Every form of pollution. Avoid anything at all. So thank you so much for that. Thanks. Oh yes, we are still at the World Environmental Day Symposium. Today we had a lot of panelists talk to us about how to manage pollution, how to manage our environmental waste, how to recycle and all that. With me I have the General Manager of the 111112 Foundation, Mrs. Kalejaye. Ma, what did you learn today from the whole thing entirely?
Actually, we're the ones making the awareness, so I wouldn't say we learned, but what we did actually get from this is that we saw the hunger for people about the environment. People are hungry for knowledge about the environment, and they needed avenues to have such knowledge. So we have given them the opportunity to know that that they're actually people who are passionate about the environment and who want to do a little bit concerning the environment.
Thank you, Ma. So what do you expect? What are your expectations after this symposium? So should I say the youth and the children and the whole populace, this is the general public, what are your expectations after this symposium? What are your expectations of the people that came for the symposium today?
It is my hope that my expectation that people begin to take deliberate actions. Once you learn about something, you go back and you implement it. It is my hope that people begin to take deliberate actions towards curbing air pollution, towards caring for the environment, towards preserving the environment. I do believe, I'm of the opinion that we can actually build stable societies, vibrant economies, whilst preserving the environment. It's doable. We can do it.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Kalejaye. It is so much fun having been here today. Thank you. And you've heard it all. You should learn how to preserve your environment, learn how to avoid pollution, avoid put dumpling of waste everywhere. Recycle your waste. Try as much as possible to recycle your waste. Avoid air pollution. Don't be the cause of your own sickness, your own problems. So you've heard it. Say no to air pollution. Say no to environmental waste. Say no to disaster. Thank you.